Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Big Talk Pigskin. I am your host, Bowden, and I'm joined with my two wonderful co-hosts, Q and Andre. How have you guys been?
Been pretty good. Ready, give you guys another good episode this week. Happy to be back. How you doing, Q?
Well, we here. That's about it. That's about it. How you been, Bowden?
Been good. Watched some good football this weekend. Ready to talk about it and get into another week here. All right, we'll start off with crazy game. Illinois at Wisconsin. Illinois loses 10-27. It's like they just didn't show up.
Yeah, I did not expect Wisconsin to come out and take that lead that they did. Like when you look at the score, 10-27, if you like the running back pretty much won the game himself. Him scoring 2 touchdowns, giving your team him scoring 12 points, that alone beats Illinois. So they couldn't stop the run kid, they couldn't stop him. So I feel like player of the game, didn't give this dude a big shout out. Like he carried the team that week or this weekend.
I agree with him. Plus, once the run game is actually going, it's hard to stop. And this is a shell-shocking thing, especially for Wisconsin, because they've been struggling all year. But just for Illinois to actually go down to them and actually the original rival in a way, in a little bit, for the Big Ten, is they completely eliminated their postseason dreams from this game. So it's just wild. So I don't know if Illinois is going to try to tank with the rest of the season, but I doubt it. But this was a major upset, a major one.
Very major, very absurd. I mean, Wisconsin, who's been bad all year, decides in the last 4 weeks of the season to just go, we're going to beat 2 ranked teams just for fun. I mean, they beat Washington 2 weeks ago, and then they beat Illinois this week. Like, what's going on over there? Luke Fickell just keeps finding a way.
Yeah.
Keeps finding a way to keep his job. And his quarterback this week did not help him. Carter Smith went 9 for 11, 75 yards. I mean, I guess he did what he was asked. Threw the ball only 11 times, 2 incompletions. There's not much more you can ask, I guess, but
yeah,
it was very ground dominant for the Badgers.
I was gonna say, yeah, once they got their lead, I don't know, when you got a running back as hot as he was, what more do you really need? Why do you really need to put the ball in the air? Illinois can't really do anything with their offense. They can't score points. So it's you might as well just run the ball, shoot the clock, let it milk. I mean, if you pump the ball, what's it hurting? Illinois isn't scoring. They're not doing anything. So
yeah,
Carter had an easy game.
A very easy game. When you in the game, when your quarterback is going 9 for 11 with 75 yards for no interceptions and no touchdowns, that's called old school football right there. That's called ground and pound. The big boys in the trenches had to love it because it's easier. Well, every offensive lineman is different, but it's easier in the run game than it is in the pass game because in the run game, you get to go forward. You get to take off. Instead of in the pass game, when you are doing unnatural movements, which is going back and try to brace yourself for this bigger defender. So I know the offensive line was just loving this, and the running backs was loving his offensive line for actually creating holes and seams where they can actually hit it at. Yeah. So the blocking assignments was looking very nice up front. I'm proud of them boys.
Definitely. They look good. The Badgers, man, looking good. I wonder what they're going to do following the season. I mean, they're not going to make a bowl game. Even if they win next week, they'll be 5-7 at that point. So that postseason's out of the realm. They're just here to spoil people's seasons at this point, which they've done that with Illinois. Illinois will now have a worse bowl game. Washington have a worse bowl game. And, I mean, Luke Altmaier over at Illinois didn't have a bad game himself. 21 for 35, 248 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I mean, again, he went out there. He did what he was told. Missed some balls missed by the receivers. It happens. 14 incompletions. You don't love it, but 240 yards, 248 yards.
Yeah, he had the only touchdown. He was trying. He was doing everything he could. When your other running backs, they weren't really trying to run the ball, but they were. It was real spread out. but your second leading rusher, like he had 18 yards. Like that's not. It's hard to win ball games like that. Even when you put up almost 250 yards, you still can't win ball games like that.
No. You got to get some touchdowns.
Yeah,
which he did. I mean, obviously, like you said, he had run in for a touchdown, but needed a passing one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a shame when your quarterback is your leading rusher and the only one who scored on the ground.
And he only had 20 yards.
Exactly. So that already tells you how the run game actually was. Because nowadays, if you don't really establish a run game, it's going to be hard to throw the ball because now everybody is like in the share coverage or they bringing out nickels and dimes. You know, with the box is going to be very, very light. But if they already stopping the run and they looking just past the ball, they already in the pass coverage defense because that's what they expect. So it's going to be harder to actually catch up and win a ball game like that.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy.
But just a crazy game for the Badgers. They're doing what they can, trying to win more football games, trying to win over some recruits. So see what they do.
That's all this game is for. Whenever I would get recruited by like one of a not so good college team, they talk about like their wins against the big team. That's how they trying to sell you. Like, you know, we got potential. We got a chance to be good. You know, if we just get this one missing piece, you know, if you join us next year, we'll be the best team in the world. You know, that's how they try and sell you. So they'll definitely like recruits. They're going to talk about this Illinois game like it's the Super Bowl or something. We beat number 21 Illinois.
Yeah.
But
it definitely helps.
So, yeah.
Definitely helps. And with that, again, crazy game, not an outcome that we expected at all. But we'll move on. We'll hop over to another game that went on this week. Q's Michigan Wolverines played at Maryland, got a dub.
Mm-hmm.
Big dub.
I know what the score looks like, but I'm proud of my boys. They almost played sound football. They had 2 interceptions in the first quarter, in the first half, and then off the interceptions, they capitalized with points. So Michigan actually looked like a pretty good football team this week, and this is giving me a lot of confidence for this upcoming game. You know, it's that time, but we right here right now. Okay, that's for the future. But I'm proud of them. It wasn't really shocking in a way, but also this is what people got to know about Michigan's team. We are the youngest team roster-wise and actually playing in the Big Ten. We are the youngest. And that's saying a lot for actually our record and how far we actually came so far. So I'm trying to silence all the haters and all the doubters and whatnot. Like, yes, this year is not our year. I know other Michigan fans know, but for the next probably 2 to 3 years, if we keep rolling and keep getting these good recruits and getting them experience, actually playing experience, we're going to be something to deal with.
Yeah, definitely an exciting game. I'm proud of Bryce. This was the battle of the freshman quarterbacks. They was out there dueling it out, but Bryce he played a real good game. I feel like he won the matchup for sure, clean out. And I don't know, he impressed me. Like I could see he taking strides this year. Like he's really developing, coming into himself as a player. I thought like I was interested to see what they're gonna do. If they're gonna lean towards like the pass game with their running backs being out, but their backup stepped up and they went crazy. Like when you got young guys or backups coming in who can like produce like this, just like the starters, like it's scary to see, and that's a good sign for Michigan. Like their run game is always gonna be something they can lean on.
You want to know why?
Definitely.
Because they got them big hogs up front, man.
Yes, they do.
And that's why when you have a good offensive line and they create seams and holes, anybody can hit it.
Yeah,
anybody. And this is showing right now with our, I was gonna say rookie running backs. I'm sorry, I was watching NFL today with our freshman running backs and inexperienced running backs coming in and still performing at the type of caliber that they are. That just shows you that I don't want to say we can put anybody in there, but they trust the offensive lineman in a blocking scheme, and them 5 guys up front is getting the job done for them. So it's making the game slow down a whole bunch more easier for the running backs and for Bryce Underwood also, because they did phenomenal pass protection.
Yes. Yes, and like you guys had said, Bryce had a fantastic game. He went 16 for 23, so only 7 incompletions there, 215 yards through the air, and 2 touchdowns. Love to see it. Love to see it out of your young guy. And yes, on the running game, which I knew Haynes was going to be out. Marshall ended up being out as well. And that's I would have been scared. I didn't realize that Marshall ended up being out. But Kuzal, he crazy. 20 carries, 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. Freshman running back, right?
Yep, you stepped up.
Insane. That's insane. Great game from him.
Oh yeah.
O'Mara had a great game too, though. 8 carries for 71 yards. That's on 8.
That's
almost 9 yards a carry. That's crazy. Like those 2 dudes went insane. And then another running back, he went in and he scored himself. So like that's 3 different dudes who are just producing.
Yeah.
All in the run game. And then Bryce still threw for 2. So like that's scary offense. Like that shows you like what Michigan offense can do.
Are they going to keep doing it? Are they going to do it next week?
It's the only way to find out. And we saving this for the preview.
Yes. Yes. We won't get into it.
We're saving this
later in the week.
I'm just trying to build tension here.
I know. Because I've been waiting. For this exact preview for this exact day.
You guys might not want to record together after the game's over. The recap after that game.
Hey, you might never know.
It'll be a fun one. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do the recap.
Win, lose, or draw, I'm sticking up for my Wolverines, okay?
I respect
Have to.
I know. Because what's a Buckeye for real? Like, what is a Buckeye?
It's a nut.
It
comes from a tree.
No, y'all just nuts.
That's all they are.
Y'all just nuts. Okay.
Yeah, the Wolverines, y'all just like little nasty cats.
No,
not at all.
A little more vicious. It's like similar to a bobcat, but it's not a bobcat.
Not even.
A lot more vicious. We
little baby bobcat.
And guess what? We don't got no predators.
All I know is a Wolverine couldn't break a Buckeye.
Definitely could.
Maybe not. Really? They're pretty hard.
I know.
They're pretty hard.
Wolverines are too.
But while we're on that topic of Ohio State, we'll move over to that Ohio State game. Again, Michigan, great game against Maryland. Maryland's a solid squad. Ohio State hosted Rutgers, not much of a game.
Yeah.
9-42.
Like all the games this whole year.
This one, like, it really frustrated me to watch. Because, like, you can tell that outside of Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith and Claire, there's not much chemistry with, like, the receiving core and Julian saying. He's just got his two receivers and his tight end, and, like, that's kind of all he's got. So, like, the other guys, well, I shouldn't say that. Let me take that back. Because, like, Mylan Graham, Brendan, and it's like those are definitely dudes. But you could just see, like, that in-game, full game time, like, connection is not there. They're not used to playing a full game where like this is who you're looking at the whole time. So it was kind of interesting to see like how Ohio State was going to come together this week and what they was going to put out there. But they still pull out a dominating win. They had me nervous in the first half. I didn't like seeing like 14-3. That was zoning me out. I was expecting us to do a lot better. So when we turned up and ended up 42-9, like that's what got me excited. The run game was just so dominating. I loved it.
And for context, zoning, like when Andre says zoning him out, that means making them mad.
Yes.
Making them frustrated.
Frustrating, yep.
Yes. Just a definition. I was kind of happy. I'm like, all right, bet. They struggling against Rutgers. This looking nice for next week. Then I tune back in, 42-9. I'm like, okay.
It's just an average Ohio State first half. Come out, run the ball, don't pass very much, control the game, but not force anything down the field, control it, burn out the other team, make them tired, attack the second half, score a bunch of points, and then win the game by a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Same model they use in every game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ain't gonna do that next week.
Yeah. who I really liked, I like my boy Lincoln. I'm so happy they put him in the game. Like I feel like he's such a nice touch to the offense. Like it re-humbles the defense. The defense has to readjust, I know it was gonna stress out a D coordinator when this dude comes in and we rotate him out with Julian saying like it was such a nice touch. I was like, it kind of caught me off guard when I saw it. And I'm like, I haven't seen Lincoln in the game much, so it kind of caught me off. I'm like, are they just putting in like a backup? Like, is the game over? But then I realized what he was doing. Like, I liked it. I thought like this was a nice touch when I was saying like this is a game to see like what we can use in the playoffs and like for them other dudes up north next week in like Big Ten championship. Like these are the stuff I like to see us put in games like this, just so we can see what works and what doesn't. No, I definitely like Lincoln.
Yeah, always fun to see those new packages get tested out and just see how they run, especially coming up on some big games here. You never know what's going to work and what's not going to work. So definitely the right time to test it.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson's a guy I liked this week.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Bo Jackson this week. 19 carries, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did fumble once, but happens. He doesn't fumble much. It's going to happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Claire, also, dog, had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
7 receptions on 8 targets, 105 yards on touchdown, 15 yards per catch.
That's good.
Like,
Dog tight end.
He stepped up. And it's like, I'm happy he's getting his shine. He got his shine this week. It's like, it doesn't really matter how good you are when you have like Jeremiah Smith on your team and then you have Carnell Tate. It's like, so for him to get his chance this week to get his shine, like going into the playoffs, you have to like rethink about defense because you have to key in on him because he can do this in any game, and it's not just because it's Rutgers. Like he's that good, he can do it any week. This is just his first like real chance to do it.
Yeah, and I'm an Iowa guy, so I love tight ends. Love seeing them succeed and do well. So I love to see that out for Max Claire.
Yeah. I'm impressed with my Buckeyes. I loved our defense. Our defense was on point. Caleb Downs is the man. He was dominating all our boys. Happy with our Buckeyes. I'm excited with what I saw when they got it going. I'm excited for next week.
Next week, going to be a big one.
Okay.
Going to be a huge one. Another game we saw this week take place. Didn't talk about it in the preview. I mean, I kind of hated on it in the preview, actually, when we were talking about rankings. Minnesota and Northwestern. I was like, I'm not going to watch this game. Why would I watch this? I'll watch an SEC game over this. This game was entertaining. So I take back what I said. Thriller, 35-38.
Getting out to the wire.
Yes. It was like, I don't know, because I this was the first time I've watched either of these two teams all year, if I'm being completely honest. And I don't know, I was just invested into this game. So when I was watching it, like it was a big mood swing, but like, oh, that game was good. I never heard of who Komalafe from Northwestern, the running back. He was going crazy. Number 5, he was just having a game. What's his name? Elgin, the second, and wow, their receivers, they were going crazy. Never heard of them, but I know who they are now. Like those dudes are some dudes. They were balling for Northwestern.
Yeah, they look good. And it was so back and forth. Like, you start off, Northwestern comes out, score some points, they take an early lead, and then Minnesota just kind of, oh, hey, we're here. Second quarter, they just show up. And then Northwestern just kind of runs away with it. I mean, not completely, but they took some control. Yeah. They took some control in that second half and went, we're going to outscore you. Yeah. We're just going to outscore you, and we're going to win. And they won by 3 points.
Yeah. Their quarterback, Preston Stone, like in the second half, he really got, dog. He really started running in that second half, and I think that's what, like, really caught the defense off guard and threw them in fits because it's like, they don't know whether to put someone in the box. Their spy wasn't working. They couldn't contain them with their DMs because you got to worry about the run. Their receivers going crazy, so like you can't stack the box. Like him running in that second half just changed everything. And he was running over people, running around people, run past people. That dude was a dog yesterday.
And he put 300 yards in the air as well. 25 for 30 305 yards, 2 touchdowns. I really liked Preston Stone at SMU a couple years ago. Kind of lost his job last year on that team that ended up making the playoffs. And then now he's just been at Northwestern, kind of been lackluster most of the year, but dog this week. Certified dog. Drake Lindsey looked good as well. Minnesota's quarterback.
Yeah, he had a game.
Very similar stats.
264 and 4 touchdowns. He had a great game.
Yeah.
Only 10 incompletions, 20 for 30.
Like this was probably the best game this week in the Big Ten, and I completely hated on it going into this week. So don't listen to me, I guess.
No, let's not say that. You be giving great advice now. Let's not say don't listen to me. Yeah, this game. Yeah, this game took me by surprise. I can tell you that, because I tuned in kind of very late because I was busy. But when I actually seen him, I said, all right, this game is actually something. It ain't boring like how I previously thought it was gonna be. Mm-hmm. Like I thought Northwestern was just gonna just walk away with it, by probably 3 scores. But looking at this, 3 points, a nail biter and a thriller down to the wire. Them are the football games you love and live for.
100%. 100%. It was fun. I'm glad I tuned into this game. Had multi-view going on YouTube TV. Had like 3 or 4 games on. Just looking around, and glad that was one of them.
Yes.
And then we'll go over to my completely awful prediction of this week. USC at Oregon. USC gets thumped. Not in this game. At the end of the first half, really not even. I mean, they kind of lost it in the second quarter.
Yeah.
That's when they let it go.
I don't know. I thought they were going to be a little more competitive than this. I felt like Oregon was going to win because, like, I don't know. I just felt the inconsistencies with USC. Like, they're just so explosive, but it's like I didn't feel like they can beat a team that's just as explosive but has consistency too. Like Oregon can put drives together. They can take away clock and chew. And I feel like that was just the difference. Like they kind of just showed USC like how it's supposed to be done this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, and I really thought USC's defense was just going to do more, and they just did not. They did well in the second half. Like, don't get me wrong. You only allowed 2 touchdowns. Your own team scores 2 touchdowns as well. It's just the second quarter. I mean, even the first quarter, it's the same tale. USC starts off scoring a touchdown. Oregon scores 2. First quarter ends. Then USC scores a touchdown beginning of the second quarter, and then then Oregon goes and scores 2 more. Mm-hmm. Beginning of the third quarter, USC, they score a touchdown, and then Oregon scores a touchdown. And then beginning of the fourth quarter, it's the same thing. It was just the same tale the entire time, is that USC was just getting outmatched, outpaced.
Yeah, and I thought like them scoring first was going to be what like got them going, and then like Oregon comes out and scores right away, and then USC comes. They go to bounce back. I'm like, this is going to be a game, but like it was so short lived. It just they couldn't keep that momentum going. They couldn't keep it rolling, and like their defense was coming out. They were trying to make plays, like you were saying, but like they just I don't know. They were not much better than their offense. Like they just could not compete on both sides of the ball.
They just missed. And it really, Mavia, his yards were good. His touchdowns are good, but it really doesn't look great, his stat line. 25 for 43, 18 completions. Not great. 306 yards, 3 touchdowns. You love to see those, but then you pair that with 2 interceptions. It's like, what did you really do?
He throwing up Jameson Winston stats. He's out there just gunslinging, throwing up prayers.
Does he also need eye surgery? Do we know that? Does Jaden Mavia need to get LASIK?
Just might.
James Winston had a day today. I bet Jay wish he played like J-Mo today.
He did have a day. He had me nervous. I woke up. I'm like, we're down 10-0. This got to be a fever dream. I turn right back over for my nap. Then I'm like, nah. This is real. This is real. I was like, what is going on? He was torturing our defense today, but he is so unpredictable.
He is. He is. And Dante Moore, I mean, he had a good game. 22 for 30, 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. Interceptions happen. I'm not exactly sure if that was a bad ball by him or, just kind of miscues with the receivers. Same with Mavias. I'm not 100% sure. I don't fully remember how bad those interceptions were on either end, but I did see them. I know that.
Yeah, and this is just, I don't know, it's a tough one because USC, they really needed this game, and now, goodbye playoffs, they need to just focus and try and lock in for a bowl game. Oregon, this was a much-needed win, though. This helps them out a lot.
They will jump in the rankings, I think. I think they jump into the top 5.
Yeah, this, they're in the spot for a home playoff game, and then if somehow, if God just says, we're going to be funny this year, and Ohio State loses to those dudes up north, then they're in the Big Ten championship. Very
good chance of that. So there's a lot of moving pieces going on within the Big Ten on that end. There's so much going on, and we're kind of coming down to a crazy wire here, standings wise.
Yeah, we are. And once we beat these nuts, we're gonna be all right. Whoa, pause. Once we beat these Buckeyes, we are gonna be. It's gonna be a wild case in the Big Ten.
Because that's the thing, Michigan, they beat Ohio State. It could be them instead of Oregon. Because we have at the top right now, we have 4 teams with 1 conference loss. We have 2 teams without a conference loss, being Indiana and Ohio State, and then 2 teams with 1 conference loss, being Oregon and Michigan. So Michigan wins here. There is a chance they take Ohio State's spot. It might not go to Oregon, assuming Oregon wins next week versus, I believe, Washington off the top of my head. Yes, Washington. You never know. Indiana has Purdue, which obviously we'll talk about these games
at a later date.
Friday morning. You guys will hear about those games, but I don't see Indiana losing. So it's a very comfortable spot for Indiana right now. I'm just who's going to take that next spot? Does Ohio State screw the pooch and lose 5 in a row to Michigan and let Michigan get into the conference championship or Oregon? Or do we get to see Ohio State, Indiana like we've all wanted to all season? Because I want to see them play.
That's what I want to see.
I'm going to be honest. I want to see them play too. But I can't swallow that pill right now after. I want to see my boys win.
Hey, you'd rather see your boys or Oregon play Indiana than see Ohio State play them.
I don't know.
In all honesty.
I don't know about Oregon.
I'm saying I don't know exactly how the tiebreakers will work. Yeah. So I don't know if that would go to you guys or Oregon, because if you guys both just have 1 conference loss and Ohio State does as well, it could go to overall record, which Oregon would have you beat on with having 1 loss.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure on how that works.
Yeah, it is one of them because, yeah.
You're if you're a Michigan fan, you are hoping to see a Washington win and a Michigan win this upcoming week. Oregon, you're hoping to win and see either Michigan or Purdue win or both.
If you're Oregon, you want both of them to win. That's your best bet.
Yeah. Yeah, because then you're all sitting at 11-1 if that happens.
Or I guess a Michigan loss and a Purdue win.
Yeah. You just need some shakeup up
there. Yeah, you need one of the top 2 to lose, and yeah.
Yeah, but if you have Ohio State lose, you're sitting there going,
"Oh, true."
If it goes to overall record, then it would be Oregon. But if it doesn't, for the tiebreaker, you'd I don't know. It's just a weird spot.
It's a very weird spot.
We have a lot of teams. We have those 4 teams in the mix still. which is insane.
It's a great mix to be in.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Wonderful
It
mix.
is. You want to be there. You want your team to be there. So
Yes.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. I believe this would be Indiana's first ever conference championship game they've gotten to play in.
Mm-hmm.
Controversially, because they should have played there in 2020. They should have. Well, I can tell you exactly what happened.
Spill
Exactly.
it. Break it down.
So, COVID year 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The Big Ten said you must play 6 games in order to be eligible to go to the Big Ten championship game. Last week of the season, Michigan cancels their game against undefeated Ohio State. Ohio State has already canceled 1 or 2 games that year. So now they've only played 5 games. They're 5-0, but they haven't played enough games to go to the conference championship. Indiana is sitting 6-1, I think, something like that. They were sitting with either 0 losses or 1 loss. And there was another team undefeated in the Big Ten as well. And the Big Ten committee basically just went, we're going to change the rules so Ohio State can play because they hadn't played enough games. So they just changed the rules during the Michigan weekend to allow Ohio State in.
That's because Michigan was trying to set up us.
I guess, sure, maybe.
Like we were going to win that game.
Rightfully, here's the thing.
And they say, oh, if we can't go, then Ohio State can't either.
Here's the thing. Right? Ohio State rightfully lost the national championship that year because they were fraudulently allowed into the Big Ten championship. Because they didn't play in that Big Ten championship game. Hey, they don't play in that Big Ten championship game. Who knows if they made the playoffs that year? So, and the Big Ten went, we can't have that. We can't have no team in the playoffs. We have to have a team. Mm-hmm. Rightfully so. The Big Ten should do that. The money that comes in from that, you want that. So I'm not disagreeing with what they did there, but just saying it was a little fraudulent.
Yeah,
just a tad.
I ain't gonna lie.
Just a tad.
I'm not gonna lie to you about it. I would have did the exact same thing. Because if I ain't gonna go, you not gonna go. I'm gonna be petty.
That's what you do to your rival, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. Guess
fair.
We know so.
Well, yeah, it happened. So that is what happened.
Literally.
Well, yeah, we have a great week coming up. This upcoming week, we have just a bunch of rivalry matchups for the most part. So we'll definitely get to hit on those for you guys Friday morning. Mm-hmm. But as for today, I think that kind of wraps up most of what we have to say from the recaps. A lot of great games that happened this weekend. My predictions did not fall. Next week, I'll have better predictions.
There you go.
Next week, we'll have better predictions. But Q, do you want to take us out?
Y'all know I'm back. Well, I hope everybody wake up in the morning, pray to God, drive safe. I pray that everybody drive safe, get to work on time. It is Monday morning. Make sure that you get your lovely black coffee or add some sugar, some cream in it, make it a little brighter. Because that right there might just brighten up your day. You know? So have your good coffee and your car ride, listening to some great music. And please make sure that y'all have gum on you on standby. Okay?
Gotta have that gum.
Yes, you do. I'm chewing one right now because I had a burger right before this. And I know I was shooting with my boy right here, Andre. You know, ain't no stinking breath. I had a burger with onions on it. That would have been deadly. And let's not do this to your co-workers, or if you're a teacher, to your students. Okay, so please have a nice minty gum on standby because nobody want to smell that coffee breath. I don't care if you brush your teeth. But please do that too. But that's not going to help the coffee breath. So I pray that everybody is all right and be safe and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. See you.